Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, of the Rhino, we're looking at a beer from Lake of the Woods Brewing Company. Before I get this going, I'm going to say that I kind of feel bad for Lake of the Woods and that I love trying new beers. The only other Lake of the Woods beer I had was their blueberry ale, Forgotten Lake, I believe it was called, and I wasn't a big fan of that. And I don't foresee me being a big fan of this, only because of what it is. I bought it because I haven't had it, and I like to try everything. You never know what you're going to get, and I'm very open-minded. You never know what I'm going to get. I mean, I don't like Pilsners. I bought a Pilsner in my last LCBO purchase that I actually enjoyed. So you never know what you're going to get, so that's why I buy this stuff. But I feel bad because I hear great things about Lake of the Woods. I really do. I hear great things about them from people that are around them. And I wish I could get more of their beers because I would love to try them because they have a slight hype by the people around them. Could it be homerism? Sure, it could be. Or they could just make really good beer and they're in a spot where nobody else can really get them. This is Lake of the Woods Sultana Gold, and Sultana Gold is a blonde ale. It is 5% alcohol. There is the label. You probably can't really see it because I can't even see it. It's a gold can with black, it looks like a forest. The light is flashing off of it in a weird way. I am legally blind. I'm albino. I can't see this stuff. I'm photosensitive and I can't see it. Gold on black. Well, black on gold isn't a good way for me to read either. So I can't really read their little backstory here. Actually, I can't at all. There is a white hand thumbs up. Thumbs up. Land. I can't read any of this. IBU 15. See, I can read this because it's black, a black line with white writing, so I can read that. That doesn't contrast on my eyes, but it's still hard because the gold and black, the gold and gray, I guess it would be, is contrasting on my eyes while I'm trying to read this. SRM of 3, ABV of 5, IBU of 15. Best served in a glass. Well, yeah, I'm gonna drink it in the glass. Don't worry. Summer 2013 marked the opening of Kenora's first brewery in 59 years. Proud of our local brewing heritage, Lake of the Woods Brewing Company uses the same simple ingredients as the brewers of the past: malted barley, hops, water, and yeast. No preservatives, no additives, just a beer, plain and simple, like it's meant to be. This side a little bigger so it's easier to read. It's 352nd Street South, Kenora, Ontario, Canada. P9N 1G5, I think it says. They have their phone number on here too. It's an 877 number. I can't make it out fully. No, it's an 807. 807-468 beer. LOW, so lowbrewco.com. And yeah, this part of the text is too small for my blind eyes to see. And naturally carbonated, old world style. I love that. I love when a brewery naturally carbonates. And you know what? I'm glad you actually advertised that, because I do hope when you do tours and stuff that you explain to people the difference between naturally carbonating a beer and carbonation stones, because I don't think enough people really realize the difference and really comprehend and appreciate the difference between a naturally carbonated beer and a beer that's been carbonated by a carbonation stone. Beautiful color. I mean, yeah, look-wise, yeah, nice brassy color. Just a little past that golden color. Like here's my wedding ring on my pinky finger because I've gotten fatter since I got married. This is actually a size 13. I probably need a 14 now. I'm actually wearing a 15 on my ring finger on this hand. My fingers have always been big. It's not like my fingers got a lot of fat. The rest of my body does. Like there. there's a little pinch of fat on each finger. So, I mean, there's a 14, there's a 15, this is a 13. The 13 could fall off my pinky, but it's just, I can't do it. I can't get it on the ring finger. But yeah, so here's gold. So, more brassy color. More brassy color. Bright, not bright white, I'd just say white head. Little snap, crackle, pop, a little bit. A little bit, just a little bit. Sent. Okay, now I know that Lake of the Woods has read my stuff, at least on Untapped. I don't know if they've watched my YouTube. I don't know if they have any idea who I am or anything like that. I really am a nobody, but whatever. And I say that because I'm not going to bring this up on my Untapped of this, but here's how I look at this. Out of the can, sort of reminds me of urine. And that's not actually being rude to the brewery. It's just very sweet. Very sweet with a little bit of that dirty hoppiness to it coming out on the can. And a touch of metallic, but that's probably the can itself. But I mean, yeah, so out of the can it's reminding me of urine, and that's just me talking about my paradigm. Out of the glass, completely different to me. It doesn't smell like urine out of the glass. Out of the glass, I just get a graininess and a slight almost check hoppiness, just slightly like a little bit of grassiness and a little touch of spiciness. Let's try it. Cheers. Here we go. Light bodied, a light carbonation, easy drinking. I can't make a complaint about this. So already it's going to be at the very least a 5 out of 10 because there's no complaints I can make. There's no off flavors. There's no brewing faults. There's nothing that turns me off personally, and well, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, like I said, there's no brewing faults. There's no off tastes. Excuse me, I just burped a little. It's weird. It has low carbonation, yet I still burped. And now I have the hiccups. What the fuck? I drink one beer, I burp, and I get the hiccups. Anyway, what I was saying is, no off flavors, no brewing faults, and personally, it is not a taste that I dislike. So obviously, it automatically gets at least a 5. Now, continuing from there, it's 5% alcohol. Just like any 5% alcohol beer, you don't taste the alcohol. Holy fuck. Excuse my language, but soft, easy drinking. Little sweetness, little malty sweetness. That malty sweetness picks up a little bit of caramel. That little bit of caramel. Holy fuck. A little bit of malty sweetness turns into a little bit of caramel. That little bit of caramel turns into a slightly earthy taste. That slightly earthy taste is your hoppiness, your malts. There's nothing wrong with it. All in all, it's a fine beer. Out of 10? Probably a 6. This has never really happened before. I got the worst hiccups ever, and I only have one can of this, so I can't go back to it. but I gotta get off camera because I can't stop hiccuping. And though I'm not professional at all, I try to have a little semblance of professionalism. And you can't have that while you're hiccuping everywhere. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It's an approachable beer. It's a beer I could drink with anyone, and nobody would really complain about it, I don't believe. Anyway, guys, thank you. Bye. I gotta go.